Morning show.
It's simply the best R&B all day.
Y'all be jamming.
Listen live on your smartphone, in your car, at work, or live at KissWTLZ.com. We're Kiss 107.1.
You've been listening to Straight Talk with Kareem Bowen on Kiss 107.1. The views and opinions expressed on this show by the host, its guest, or call-ins do not necessarily represent the opinion of this station, the staff, its owners, connoisseur media, or its advertisers.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another edition of Straight Talk with Kareem Bowen. I am glad to be with you today. If you're watching via your social media stream, you already got a sneak peek of what we're going to be doing. There's some women out there in their beautiful, bright orange saying enough is enough. And I'm talking about these wonderful women. They were with us on last year. They are here to talk to us about Wear Orange. It's coming up. You know, it's the first weekend in June. And so they are going to be here. We're going to share some of what's going on because I know they're going to do it bigger and better and betterer. So shout out to everybody who's out there. To all of the graduates, once again, went to a graduation party. Shout out to Chubb and Kiki. So glad to have you guys graduating. It was so good to see you all. To my man, Trevor Hoskins. Man, it has been some time. Great catching up with you. If you're listening to the radio, as you said, you might be great to be able to catch up with you. Man, old times for sure. To all of those people who are out there just doing great things. Shout out to my man, Jeffrey Bulls over at CAP. And all of the work that they have been doing. They had a community listening session this weekend, which I heard was lit. I had every intention on being there, but I could not make it because I ran into a situation. Crisis averted, but we did have individuals that were there representing Help CVI, and I'm thankful for them. One of those ladies was Tammy Davis. Tammy, what's up, my sister?
What's going on with you, my
Hey, come on in there, close. Don't act like you shy. You ain't shy. You ain't never scared.
That's why they stuck me up here because they know I ain't.
So
Yes,
Tammy,
indeed.
there was a listening session. I got some I'm gonna throw at y'all because I heard something this weekend. But before that, the listening session. How was it? What took place? Cap was talking about really addressing the issues of the violence that was happening in the community. What did you leave with?
What I left with is that, you know, the community is actually looking for ways to help.
Yeah.
You know, this is the thing that we want to put out there is that everyone is saying we want to help. We want to be a part of something. We want to make sure that we are doing our part when it comes to making sure that our community is thriving.
Absolutely.
And not falling apart. And so what I did like about the sessions, a lot of people spoke, you know, about what needed to change, what needed to happen. But one of the most powerful people that spoke to me was a young lady, young adult. I'm not quite sure of her age. I think she was probably maybe 19, 20 at the most, if that. But her voice, not only did she bring just such a powerful voice, the things that she said made sense, you know, and this is the thing I keep trying to tell the community. It's like we keep trying to make decisions for these youth.
They know what they want and
they
need.
Yes.
Yeah.
But we that's what we're neglecting to do is put them on the platform so they can tell us what it is they need and we can stop trying to guess at it.
You know what? That's been happening at every meeting that I've been to. There was a meeting of leaders with our U.S. Congresswoman Rivet.
Yeah.
All of the folks were around the table, and we had just finished that situation that we were working with Delta College on their community violence intervention. They did a whole semester of it.
Right.
And one of the young people we invited to that platform, that was the only young person that was in the room.
Wow.
And they were saying the same thing. Listen, it's not like we're dumb. We're not mute. We got ideas. We got thoughts. Exactly. We know who's doing it. We know what's going on. But we don't have a seat at the table. Yeah. So what was that young person saying in terms of what's been happening? You all are moms with lived experience, unfortunately, with gun violence. Well, not all of y'all, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But you all have lived experience in losing someone to gun violence. What was that young person's heart? What was she saying?
Her heart was very passionate. The but they did like a little breakout session where they had 3 different sessions. One was like on the youth, another was on education, one was like on community and bringing resources to the community. And she spoke, of course, about the youth. And so some of the topics that they came up with as a whole, because there was quite a few of them in the room, and she was the one that got to bring it forth. And so they had about 15 things on there. Okay. And when I said, when she read off each thing and her comment to each section, parent engagement, saying, that's right. We can't be powerful as youth if we don't have the parents out here supporting us.
Mom, Dad, y'all hear what she's saying?
Yeah, we need you. Your youth needs you. We get out in these schools. I'm in the schools. You are in the schools. Yeah. You ladies, I don't have any school-age children. My son graduated 10 years ago. My baby boy did. College quite some time ago. But I'm still making it my business to get inside these schools. So it's unfortunate when we get into these buildings and these things are happening for these youth and the parents aren't showing up.
And I'll say that because it's not just getting in the schools, but it's providing the support that the schools are saying that they're needing.
Absolutely.
And the schools saying they're being hit and inundated with folks trying to get into school. Everybody want to get into school. That's the thing that we're doing. But it is that after school programming. It's the 3 to 7 hour period window. When they say that adolescents are most likely to get in trouble. It is the weekend times when we have churches and community centers and all of these things all over the place. But who is really meeting the need where they're saying that the need exists? And that is going to be a key thing, because a lot of our community centers operate Monday through Thursday.
Absolutely.
What about a Friday? What about a Saturday? You know what I mean?
After hours.
So but those are things, and I'm sure, and shout out to the Nave, shout out to First Ward Community Center. Those are things that I think that they probably have an interest. And I would imagine that it's more due to funding or community support than anything else. But we're going to get into the depth of that conversation. I'm getting ready to throw a curveball real quick. It is warm outside. The sun is sunning, and I'm loving it. So I'm in my mode. We're heading to that August time. Leo season is right around the corner.
Wow, you was rushing. Stop rushing it. June.
Everybody say take it easy. Okay. You know what's funny? You talk about rushing. This is funny for me. It is. What I was looking at first thing this morning is crazy, because we finally got some warm weather. We finally have some daylight. The sun has finally come out. The worst thing about, I think, Michigan winters is that we never see the sun.
Right. Yeah.
And so my melanin needs some sun, right? But the first thing I thought about this morning, and I laughed after I like, what are you doing? I was looking at what's the longest day of the summer? What's the longest day of the year? Okay, June 21st. Okay, how long are those hours? I'm like, okay, so we have how many? So how much does it change on June 22nd? I'm already dreading the end of the summer, and we ain't even got there yet. So take it easy. I'm gonna take one for you. I'm gonna pause, relax, relate, release. Right.
Absolutely.
But ladies, okay, I want to talk about this because this is something that is very interesting to me. I heard something that took place, and this is so interesting. I was watching something, and y'all know I don't listen to Dr. Umar. I don't listen to everything that he said, but my man say some interesting things.
Okay.
He was having a conversation, and I'm interested in what your thoughts are. His conversation was about some men were saying, yo, these women out here, they turn over good men because you ain't got this, you ain't got this, you ain't got this. And these women are too masculine. They're too strong. I'm sure y'all heard this before. They're too strong. We need some women that soft, don't know man. And he was like, whoa. Our women are strong because they've had to be.
They have to be.
Our women have, if you look at, they're leading the majority of our young kids. They're raising young men. And somebody said, but yeah, they choose like this little Craig or Taiwan, they were making the say that they use this dude who ain't got no job with this. And they said, and the statement was, why does that person even exist in our community? If men were being men and doing what we were supposed to be doing, when we see a Raekwon, no shout out to no problem with Raekwon, I do the same thing to Tyrone.
You do.
Somebody call Tyrone. Yeah. But if you see those tendencies, those things that are happening where they're not living up, it is a responsibility of the men in the village to get into them so that we don't have them for our women today.
Right.
What do you think about this whole conversation about women being too strong?
we were forced to be that way. And I'm gonna say it's the men in the community, of the men of our peers, I should say, because not the men in our community, because I personally was raised with a daddy. I was raised with a granddaddy.
She was raised with a daddy.
Yeah, I was. So I was taught as a young girl what to expect from men. So when I got out here in this dating world and I wasn't receiving what I saw growing up, and I was confused. I was real confused. And so I was like, you know what? I ain't her. You know, I don't know.
That ain't you. Huh?
That ain't me. I don't know what exactly it is that you expect me to be, but I'm not that person. Because see, God put me here as a woman to be your helpmate. Yeah. I'm here to help you. But in order to be able to help you, you got to help me.
Right.
You can't be leaving me out here to raise these kids by myself and thinks, oh, she too strong. Well, who gonna discipline them? Who gonna make sure they eat? Because my income ain't making the ends meet. There's still rent to be paid. There's still kids to be fed. There's still household consumers to be kept on.
So in the conversation about women being too strong, we got some strong women out there, right? I mean, all of you that are here in this room have strong opinions.
Yeah.
But I think the statement, or it centers around women not allowing men to be men. Is that really a thing? Because I have my personal opinions on that. I think.
I don't know about
if you came to me,
come on up.
if you came to me as a man with all of that I need or that is wanted, then I don't think I would have a problem with letting you lead. But when you come to me and you all over the place, you can't lead me nowhere.
Right. You're not finna.
Because you're gonna leave me in the ground.
I ain't ran out of traffic. I was talking to look both ways before I crossed the street.
Exactly.
Somebody said that I can do bad all by myself, right?
Exactly. And that's the concept that women have now, because you don't want to have somebody that's living in your household and not giving what they're supposed to be given, not doing their part. So if I got to do everything by myself, I might as well be by myself.
At that point,
I'm not mad. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and we're going to come right back after this commercial.
You're listening to Straight Talk with Kareem Bowen on KISS 107.1.
It never happens at a good time. The pipe bursts at midnight. The heater quits on the coldest night. Suddenly, you're overwhelmed. That's when HomeServe is here. For $4.99 a month, you're never alone. Just call their 24/7 hotline and a local pro is on the way. Trusted by millions, HomeServe delivers peace of mind when you need it most. For plans starting at just $4.99 a month, go to homeserve.com. That's homeserve.com. Not available everywhere. Most plans range between $4.99 to $11.99 a month your first year. Terms apply on covered repairs.
Looking for a fun getaway without breaking the bank? Blue Lakes Charters and Tours takes you to Firekeepers Casino every Tuesday. Just $30 gets you there and back. Plus, receive $20 in slot play and $5 in food. Prefer Soaring Eagle Casino? Ride with us Thursdays or Sundays. Same deal. $30 gets you $20 in slot play and $10 in food. Departures from Flint, Saginaw, Bridgeport, and Clio every week. Visit BlueLakes.com or call 866-2-ROLL-'EM to reserve your seat now. Ride the Casino Express with Blue Lakes Charters and Tours. Blue Lakes, let's go.
Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile with a message for everyone paying big wireless way too much. Please, for the love of everything good in this world, stop. With Mint, you can get premium wireless for just $15 a month. Of course, if you enjoy overpaying, no judgments, but that's weird. Okay, one judgment.
Visit mintmobile.com/radio. Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan, equivalent to $15 per month required. Intro rate first 3 months only. Then full price plan options available. Taxes and fees extra. See full terms at mintmobile.com.
Join us for an inspiring evening celebrating the power of the present moment at the 7th Annual Heart of the City Awards Banquet, Thursday, June 4th at Horizons Conference Center, dedicated to recognizing and honoring individuals and organizations who have demonstrated exceptional commitment to service and volunteerism within the Great Lakes Bay community. This year, the Michigan Banner will celebrate its 24th anniversary, and the Latino Banner will celebrate its 14th anniversary. Also, 2 local high schoolers will receive the Ray Lynn Tinsley Buckley Scholarship. Enjoy an elegant evening featuring a plated dinner, open bar, live entertainment, and the recognition of distinguished community honorees. Doors open at 5 p.m. and the program starts at 6. Get your tickets now at michiganbanner.org/HOC. And for general questions and sponsorship opportunities, call Jerome Buckley at 989-992-2600.
A small business affirmation from Progressive. Plumbers, today will be a good day. You will be profitable. Your clients will be nice. No one will stand over you and tell you how to fix the thing they actually hired you to fix. You will also feel at peace after switching to Progressive, America's #1 commercial auto insurer. See if you can save in as little as 8 minutes at progressivecommercial.com.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. #1 commercial auto insurer from the NAIC's 2024 National Premium Data.
RocketGrabPlus.com. This week's exclusive offer on RocketGrabPlus.com is brought to you by Applied Training Solutions located in the Midland Mall. We're giving you half off a one-day Michigan concealed pistol license class, originally $120, now available for just $60. This class is a requirement for a CPL in the state of Michigan. Don't miss out on this fantastic deal. Visit RocketGrabPlus.com to claim yours today.
RocketGrabPlus.com.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Ask yourself this question. Is it really worth holding on to that timeshare that you know you need to get rid of? Here's the truth. The average maintenance fee just went up over 17%. That could have been 117%, and there's nothing you can do about it. When you buy a timeshare, you give them a blank check for annual maintenance and assessment fees. I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. For 15 years, I've helped over 50,000 families cancel their timeshare. Not sell it, not transfer it, cancel it. Did you buy a timeshare because they told you it was a great investment and your maintenance fees would never go up? That's a lie. Are you ready to get rid of your timeshare once and for all? Simply call us and I'll send you our timeshare exit kit that explains all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your timeshare exit kit. 800-581-1414. That's 800-581-1414. 800-581-1414.
It's Straight Talk with Kareem Bowen on KISS 107.1.
This is Kareem. We're back with more Straight Talk. Before the break, I was talking with these wonderful women about are women too masculine? That's been a theme that I've been hearing over and over and over again. Dr. Umar said that, hey, women are stronger because they've had to be. Women are not innately designed or equipped to be hard, but they want to be. Would you all prefer to live a soft life? That means that you can stay at home, take care of the babies, as Tammy would say. Take care of the babies and make a home. Is that what you would prefer? And if you decided to work, you work. Is that?
Absolutely. I'm going to be honest with you. As hard as I might seem on the exterior, when I'm in a relationship with the man, most of the time I'm with the guy who allows me to be soft.
Okay.
Who is always accepting of me being. They'll tell you, I don't get that from her at home. Like that's who she is. I'm knowing she finna go out here, and that's exactly who she gonna be because she does have a voice and she has a strong voice. Because and my leadership comes because I was the oldest sister of all girls. I was a sister to my cousins. So I was strong anyway.
Right.
You know what I mean? So when I get that person that allows me to be soft, I embrace that. Mm-hmm. I'm okay with that. Like Miss Travada said, I'm okay with you leading, but I ain't gonna let you lead me anywhere.
Where are you leading me to?
Right.
Do y'all remember the movie with Diana Ross back in the day, Mahogany? Right. Do you know where you're going to? Bro, we ain't about to be out here walking around in circles.
No,
all right. It is my belief, and I say shout out to you, queens, and we're going to get into the gist of what you all are here to really talk about. But shout out to all of my strong women out there that have been holding it down by yourself, doing the job when nobody else wanted to do it, wiping babies' bottoms, wiping snotty nose, all of the things that you all do that gives each of us the opportunity to grow and to thrive and to just be able to have an opportunity and a shot at life. I believe that women should be able to be taken care of, pampered, and all of those things. You said something, Tammy. You said that most of the time when you date, you end up operating and those men allow you to be soft. Yes. So brothers out there, what that means is this: if your women, you think the women are all too strong, they too dominant, they too masculine, what kind of male energy are you bringing? Right. Are you coming with your ability to take someone out to a nice meal? Can you handle the bills? The conversation 50-50. I've never heard that or in my life. So that's a new conversation. Also, are you there not just, able to pay the bills, but are you there emotionally? Are you being vulnerable? Are you able to be listened to? I'm going to tell you right now, I was told probably a month ago, like, you need to work on being present in a moment. Like, because you do all of these things, you show up here, you take care of this, you pay for bills, you do the trips, you buy the flowers, but you need to be emotionally present. Because when I'm going through and I'm having an issue, I don't need your phone ringing, and I don't need you thinking about what's coming next, but being emotional present. So all of those men who are out there, I want to really just encourage you, allow a safe space for our Black women. So many times Black women are not heard. They are not seen. Their pain is overlooked. And we are supposed to be there to nurture, to care, to embrace, and to make sure that they have a place to decompress. I always say that we don't want Delilah, we want you. And that's a Bible story of a man who strayed away from the one that he was married to be in the arms of someone else. She provided a place where he could be vulnerable and really just let down his hair. Really. But women also need a space where they can be safe, where they can be protected. I always say that women need love and security. Men need love and respect. That's all we got today on Dr. Love's. No, I'm just joking. but as I just, that was something that was in my mind, in my spirit. And I just wanted to make sure, I don't want to have a conversation with some strong women about that. And when I say strong, I don't mean domineering and dominant, but I mean women who know what you want. So I appreciate the conversation. I want to change direction, because if you notice, they all have on an orange shirt that says enough, enough, enough. Who's going to start this conversation off? What are we talking about? What is there enough, enough, enough? Enough of what?
It's enough of this. It is enough of our babies dying in these streets, our loved ones, the people we care about. Understand that this is not a new saying. Y'all see this. You see me out here working, but I remember working years and years ago with a couple of people, Mike King Smith, Bucky McKnight, Charles Parks, all this. That was the name of the organization, was Enough is Enough.
Enough is enough.
Yes, and that's what they were fighting against, was gun violence, gang violence, and things like this. So we are still saying this here.
This ain't new.
No, it ain't new. We are still losing kids in the streets. Yesterday, you brought up the CAP meeting.
Yeah.
And I didn't get a chance to speak in a form of, talking to everybody.
Lean a little bit closer, my sister.
Yeah. Not in a form to where
go.
I got to talk to everybody. But I heard a lot of people saying a lot of things. And what I was thinking to myself in that moment was, this ain't new.
Yeah.
Yeah, we having these conversations as if these are new conversations. These are not new conversations. People, our loved ones, have been dying in these Saginaw streets for many years.
Yeah.
These streets are filled with the blood of the people that we love. You know what I mean? It's been doing the research since we've been thinking about this second annual Orange event. I realized that we have lost over 600 people in the city of Saginaw to gun violence.
That's crazy.
In the last 35 years.
That's crazy.
I was in junior high school 35 years
Well,
ago.
if you remember, and I'm a little bit more senior than all of y'all. But back in the day, it's funny because we act like this is it's so crazy. The kids are crazy now. But when we were growing up, we used to hang out on Genesee.
Yep.
The limelight was a thing.
Yeah.
And when you would be on Genesee, you would have a good time. Everybody be out their cars. A couple of weeks ago, we were nostalgically talking about the old folks in the Gold Sliver Lounge. Yeah. But if you went down Genesee, right across what used to be 7-Eleven, Ray's Records and Tapes was there. Then it became Jones Food Store. The streets would be packed. The parking lots packed. Hayes Specialty. Nobody knew what was inside, but on the outside, that was the spot. You go up into the parking lot, and you would hang on the street. And we weren't doing nothing. It was just hanging out, right? But what would happen? There would always be a little bit of ruckus, and then we would have, Crazy Eights and the Clicks and all. You remember all of that? Click it up. All of these different things. And what was it? Shootings. Gun violence. The same things were taking place then that we see now. This is not something new, a new phenomenon.
Think about it. Back then too, we had drive-by shootings. We had babies losing their lives just sleeping in their homes, people losing their lives. We couldn't even go into some public settings without there being shootings.
Ask what happened to the Saginaw County Fair.
Absolutely.
I mean, come on. That was something that was an essential part of how we grew up.
Yeah.
You could get dropped off, on the corner. You can get dropped off on the corner and go in and be there all day, until later in the evening something would happen and there would be fights. And somebody was shooting, and it got so bad that them people said, "Y'all not gonna end our fair. We're gonna take it out here where the folks gonna respect it." But so we see these things. This is not new. So we're talking about Wear Orange. Wear Orange is something that is a celebration for survivors of those of families who are victims of this horrific thing called gun violence. So what are we doing? Why are we doing? We understand why we're doing it, but when is this happening? What's happening? And somebody come and share with me.
This is happening.
Y'all advocates of what? Because y'all all been quiet over here. Now go ahead.
We got to get these sisters to talk. Come on.
This is Nurse Betty coming over to the mic now.
Literally Nurse Betty.
Saturday, June 6th, it is our Wear Orange event at Hoyt Park from 12 to 3. We'll have different speakers there. Sheriff Chris Swanson.
Yeah.
Also,
who's running for governor?
Yes. Also, Mayor Brenda Moore will be there to speak.
Who's running for re-election?
Yes.
Okay.
Representative Amos O'Neill will be doing our welcome.
Who's also running for re-election? Yes. Y'all got
Shaker
all the
Green
politicians.
will also be there. He's also running.
Yeah.
We have Larry Campbell, Bishop Larry Campbell, coming out to support us and actually doing our prayer. And then we'll also have Chief Reggie Williams of the Buena Vista Police Department. He will actually be doing a Q&A with our guests as well, because our theme this year is unsolved murders. Miss Shavonda sitting here, she is one of those mothers who not only lost her son, but she lost her nephew as well. And she still seeks those answers. So when I was talking about those 600 people that lost their lives in Saginaw over the 35 years, understand that less than 70% of those murders have been solved.
Let's kind of dive in right there. So we're saying enough. It's Wear Orange. It's actually the 6th, 7th, and 8th.
It's the 5th,
5th, 6th, and 7th. All right. So that entire Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, you are wearing orange in support of these women. We're going to change the dynamic a little bit here because we're talking about unsolved cases. So we're wearing orange for all of these women, all of these parents, these mothers, these fathers, brothers, cousins, children who have grown up without their parents. And what you're saying is that we're standing in solidarity. Enough. Someone has seen something. Someone has to know something. It's time out for being silent. If we're ever going to have a safe community, that means we got to take ownership and say something.
See something, say something.
We have to have accountability. Think about it. If we had over 600 people who lost their lives to gun violence, 600 people had to pull the trigger. So these are the same people you sit in church with. You worshiping with these people. You know, they know what they did. You going to sleep and sleeping next to them peacefully at night. You bringing them in and you feeding them because they your kids. You know what I mean?
Say that again.
Because they your kids.
They your babies.
They your babies.
And Tammy, and I want to just say this because what you just said is so profound. We have so many parents who are willfully ignorant about what's going on. They act like they don't know what's happening. Even, I'm gonna leave that alone. They act like they don't know what's going on. But their kids are coming in, helping to pay water bills, helping to pay light bills, doing all of these things. And they're supposed to be in school. So what job are you taking them to?
Right.
Where are they showing up punching a clock? So as you say, and it is poverty is a leading indicator for gun violence. We understand it. We understand that sometimes if you can't get it in the regular system, you got to get it out the mud. But the idea of parents being silent, understanding that their children may be out here pewing somebody, and that they're leaving a family, a community, our city left unknowing, left longing for answers. What does that mean to you, Taronda? What does that mean?
Well, there are, and in the sense from the parents not stepping up and saying, my son did this, or I know that my son did this, so we're going to say something. But you also have those parents, grandparents that are saying, you better not say anything. I know you know something, but you better not say anything, because they're in fear of maybe retaliation, or they're in fear of just losing that person because that was their bread. You know what I'm saying? So you have
your child
those
killed
fears,
somebody, but you're afraid that they
but
may go
you're
to prison
afraid-
and have to pay for their debt.
Exactly. Whereas I have to live every day and start this new life without my son.
Right.
And you don't understand that.
Really quickly, polling the room. We got
Yes.
Stacy Washington in the back, Latrice Thomas, and Travonda here in the front. How long has it been since you were impacted by these crazy acts of violence?
For me, it was March 4th of 2023. He was shot on March 4th, but he essentially passed away on March 7th.
All right, so that 3 years, that ain't very long. Treese.
July 28th for me will be 2 years.
July 28th is 2 years. And I remember the date. I was just talking about the day. I remember it like I was sitting here on the air, as I said before, when I got the call. Q was one of those kids that would ride with me in the truck like a lot of these other kids. We would take them in. We would be doing all these things. So what I realized in that moment, it being very real, is that it's not just a parent. It's not just a mom or dad. It's brothers, it's sisters, it's cousins, it's friends. Everybody in a village, in their village, is affected when that happened. So 2 years coming up, July 28th. All right, Stacy, what about you?
March 3rd, 2022.
March 3rd, 2020. All of these are relatively, within 5 years, 5-6 years. So this is the thing. It didn't stop with you. It didn't start with you. To your point, Tammy, 600. And, how many?
Over 600. I don't have an exact
number,
number,
over 600.
over 600.
It did not start with you, and that's the crazy thing, because you think that your pain, you don't want anyone else to feel that pain. It didn't end with you either. That's the sad thing. Right. And so we are fresh off the heels of a homicide here in our community. There were a lot of people that were there, a lot of people who saw what was going on. There's a lot of conversations that were taking place. But I need y'all to know this. Conversations among each other just become conversations. They become folklore and legends. Until you are saying, I'm ready to see justice take place. This family deserves to be out of their misery. These children need to be able to lay and rest and have some level of peace. It is all for nothing. So you've got to be willing to say something. We always say, if you see something, you say something. Absolutely. Now, this is the crazy thing, because that parking lot over that store was jam-packed. There were people all over the place. But we allow this no snitch code that's out there to keep everybody from being from speaking up. A snitch is somebody who is doing it with you and they get caught and they rat on you. Right. But if you are out there enjoying yourself after prom, having fun, talking to one another, and your classmate, your friend, your relative was shot down dead in the parking lot, you saying something is saying, listen, I honor that life more than I honor my silence. And his life meant something. And that's what you're saying. When you call and say something, what you're saying is that life meant something to me. Their life mattered. I'm not going to be silent because I care about that life that we lost. We're going to take a quick commercial break. We're going to be back with more of these women and Wear Orange.
You're listening to Straight Talk with Kareem Bowen on KISS 107.1.
Save big money in your projects when you shop at Menards. Pittsburgh's Ultra True.
This week, we honor the heroes who answer the call when seconds matter most. Our EMS professionals. Family First Credit Union is proud to recognize the compassion, dedication, and courage it takes to serve Mid-Michigan every single day. From emergency calls and long shifts to life-saving moments under pressure, our EMTs and paramedics are there when our community needs them most. To all the EMS professionals across Mid-Michigan, thank you for your service, sacrifice, and care. Happy EMS Week from Family First Credit Union.
Hey, Mom, now that I have an after-school job, I think I want to buy a drum kit.
Okay, rock star. Let's look at your account. When kids start making money, Chase has easy-to-use tools and expert bankers to help them learn how to manage it.
And next month, I'll buy the bass drum and the cymbals. Oh, and maybe some noise-canceling headphones for you.
Aw, you've thought of everything. Help kids save, budget, and build financial independence, all with Chase. That's good for kids and good for parents. Visit your local Chase branch and get started.
Account subject to approval. JP Morgan Chase Bank, N.A. member FDIC.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $200-$300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code EXIT25 to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code EXIT25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code EXIT25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
Here it comes.
Surprise! There's an avocado shortage! Now half your food truck menu is costing more than it's making you! Also, you're out of napkins!
Those aren't cheap! Progressive knows small business owners usually don't like surprises because they cost you money. But a good surprise, saving 13% on commercial auto insurance when you pay in full.
Also, an ice cream truck stole your parking spot! Looks like you're in a turf war!
Surprise yourself. See if you can save in as little as 8 minutes at progressivecommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Discounts not available in all states or situations.
RocketGrabPlus.com. Your favorite local deal site just got an upgrade. RocketGrabPlus.com has a fresh new look, but it's still the same great place to score huge savings on local restaurants, golf, entertainment, services, and more. The first time you visit the new site, you'll need to create a new login to access your account and start grabbing deals again. It's quick, easy, and only takes a minute. Check out GrabPlus.com today and keep saving big with the deals you love.
RocketGrabPlus.com.
It's Straight Talk with Kareem Bowen on KISS 107.1.
This is Kareem. We're back with Straight Talk. I'm here with the Women for Women who are putting together Wear Orange, and I'm excited to be able to be here. We were talking off air, and we were just saying how you don't want things to happen, but we have a catalyst that really is a spark that should really challenge everybody in the community to show up for this event. Because this isn't about a person, it's not about a group. This is really about our community standing up in solidarity against Wear Orange. Shots and thoughts and prayers, I say shots, that wrong term. Our thoughts and prayers are extended out there to the Wiley family. The entire community has been impacted by the loss of a young man. And it has, this young man should not have died the way that he did. And so I just want to say this because I've had people, people can be very cruel, and people say, well, let's make this man different than anybody else. And to you light-skinned folks on the other side of town that don't understand what's going on, take a deep breath and hold it for a minute. Okay. Because the fact of the matter is this is one of our kids. And I think that what his particular death and what it symbolizes is how frail and how fractured and how unsafe our kids really are as they navigate our community. And I think that that is the thing, the story that is most important. And I think that that is one of the things that has been reason why it has gone viral. It has gone really around the world. An image of a young man in a prom suit who should be celebrating graduation. Family is now preparing for a funeral.
Instead of celebration.
And instead of a celebration. So I'm going to say this. Let me say this to y'all out there in the village, because this drives makes my blood boil. All right. Shut up. Learn the art of shut up. Being quiet, being silent, allow this family to grieve and to mourn. Can we please, the most horrific thing that you can do, we're talking about say something if you see something. Any store that would release to a common person and not to law enforcement a video of what's taking place. Now, they talking about shut down the stores. I would shut the store down because of that. I would not patronize a store because you don't have a real value for the sanctity of Black lives. And so That is the issue that I have. And all of our Monday morning quarterbacks are coming out. Listen, we want you to get involved. Tammy was talking about this earlier today. Jeff Bulls is in the stream. He was sharing about, all of the work that we need to do and how we need to collaborate. Everybody wants to say what this parent should have done. Everyone wants to say what the school should have did, what the police should have done, what the store should have done. What we should have done as a community is come together and to make sure that we're doing everything that we can for these young people to have safe spaces to enjoy themselves. Mm-hmm. That's not a foreign thing. Right. Even the our federal government understands that there is a need for green space for us just to be at peace and to rest. Yeah. Let this family mourn. They've said that they didn't want things with their child's image on it. Let's honor that. Family, we love you. We're praying for you. Yeah. And we're going to say that even on the day that he has to be laid to rest, that there is peace in the city. It is so vitally important that families have time to mourn. I'm talking to mothers right now who are in a mourning process. How has that process happened? Treese, Stacy, if you like to share, how are we navigating through that process? Come on up here. Because it's such, it's not something people, we know what's going on. We feel bad for you when it happens. The 2 weeks leading up to the funeral. After the funeral, we give you a couple of weeks, and then we're on about our lives. But the grief process does not happen in a 30-day period.
It does not.
Go ahead.
It does not. Not a 30-day, not a 60-day, not a 100-day. It keeps going. It's an everyday process, right? This is new. It's new territory. And so it's a daily process. It's not something that just stops. I mean, I can be feeling completely fine one day, and then all of a sudden here I am crying, or, and it's just out of nowhere, and that's just the art of grief. That's what it is. But you learn how to just navigate through. You learn how to take your moments and keep on going, right? And not saying that your grief, people tell you, oh, time heals. No, that's a lie. Time does not heal this, right? Time does not heal this. However, the grief is not as overbearing some days, because you learn how to navigate that portion of it, right? It still comes. It still hurts.
Well, it's if you look at it this way, when you work out, the more you use a muscle, it gets stronger. So grief doesn't get easier. You just learn how to carry the burden of it.
Absolutely.
Because you're building those grief muscles, and it's something that no one should have to do. And for all my pastors and folks out there in the clergy, all of the people who are spiritual, please stop saying it's going to get better with time.
No.
Because that's a lie.
That is.
Grief is something that it can feel and sting and feel the same way 6 years after the event has taken place.
Absolutely.
All right. So this weekend on this Wear Orange event, you got a ton of people coming out. Are there still need for sponsors? Do we need more sponsors for the event that's taking place? I mean, what's going on? Where are we at?
As far as sponsors go, I'm going to say that I feel that, everything is in place.
Right.
What we do need you guys to
I like
do
the way you said that.
Is show up.
Yeah.
We need you to show up, because I'm going to tell you, I'm going to share this with you. Most of the mothers that I've worked with in this event, I know these ladies long before their children lost their lives. And so I want everybody to envision that. I remember one of the mothers said to me, Vicky Earlis lost her son, Toriano Thomas.
Justice for Toriano.
Yes, a year ago in February. Tiffany Burton lost her son a year ago in January. Shavonda lost her son. Stacy don't know, but Stacy and I were working for the same company when she lost her daughter. I remember the grief that swept through our company. Jackie Danks. I worked with Jackie long before she lost her son.
Tiffany Owens
stayed right across the street from her. You know what I mean? So these ladies are people that I knew. I remember Vicky saying to me, I remember you having an event a few months before my son was murdered. She said, I didn't come out to that event, and I wasn't a part of that event, even though you have been my friend for a lifetime.
Because it wasn't me.
Yeah. And so now I don't have an option. I'm a part of everything you're doing. So what I want people to understand is nobody is extinct from this. I don't care how high up the ladder you think you is. I don't think if you think that you can pray it away, I'm gonna be, my kids ain't gonna be at this because we in church and we live a good lifestyle and I work, and no, baby, that ain't how this work. When
church kids die too.
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
Yes, they do. We do. It don't.
Absolutely.
It don't. We don't get to pick that. It don't have no color. It don't have no face. It don't have no size. It don't have no age.
Yeah.
So
when it let loose, it's gone.
Yeah.
And whoever it hits, It hits.
It hits.
That's
And
right.
that's why
Yes.
I have to say to people, we really need the whole community to be standing with us now.
Yeah.
Because if you stand with us now, that means you are aware,
Yeah.
you present, and you trying to prevent these things from happening. But when you decide that you're not gonna stand with us and we just gonna let it be, and it's only 10 or 15 of us out there, understand that you're going to be 16 at some point, because at some point, if we don't curb what's happening in our community, it's going to keep hitting our homes.
And I think what Tammy is saying is so vitally important. Sometimes if we feel that we are exempt from being able to feel the entanglements of gun violence, we don't live in that area. We live in a good neighborhood. Our kids don't go to that bad school. You know, all of the things that we say. And the reality of it is, if my kid ain't safe, nobody's kid is safe.
That's right.
Because we understand, you know, violence anywhere is a threat to violence everywhere, to take it as a play from Dr. Martin Luther King. So we need this community to come in and to show support. I'm going to tell you what I really want to say. And Jimmy, I'm glad you're out there. What we need is support from folks who think that they are too far and not connected to violence.
Say it.
There is a whole thing that we're doing with this whole medical diamond that's happening in our community. We need to see those individuals who are interested in peace, because if we don't have peace and safe streets, we're not going to have a medical diamond.
Right.
If we don't have a safe community, we don't have a redevelopment and a investment, we will have divestment of business in our community. So we need to have those community leaders who are out there, not just in the Black community.
Right. Right.
But whenever there is violence and death and gun violence in a community, I think the number was somewhere about $1.8 million strain on that community. When you look at the cost of the death, the cost of law enforcement, the investigations, the hospital. So we are all impacted. When we save lives, we save millions of dollars. So it is in everybody's interest to make sure that we are supporting. So Wear Orange is taking place. That's the 5th, the 6th, and the 7th. The programmatic portions of this are taking place once again at Hoyt Park.
Yes. June 6th.
June 6th.
12 p.m. to 3 p.m. We ask that you all get there a little early, probably about 11:45, because we're going to jump this program off right at 12 o'clock.
Wear your tennis shoes.
Yes, wear your tennis shoes, because we're going to walk. Y'all, we got to walk because we need to fill these streets with some peace, with some love, with some healing. Yeah, because in order to wash away that blood that stayed in our streets, we got to get out here and we got to clean it up.
Just to read some of those comments that are out there, Jeffrey Bulls definitely need an independent, anonymous. I don't know, you said holiness. We need an independent holiness. Yes, God is a holy God that we can support. Hotline. There is a hotline. Help has a hotline that we would love. If you need help, if you see something and you don't want to call 911, you can call that help hotline, which is 888-298-1945.
And we need that.
888-298-1945.
Yes.
And you can call someone from our help staff, and then we can go out, take a look, see what's going on. If there's a need for law enforcement, then we kind of push that and refer that this is a law enforcement situation. If it's something that we as community leaders can handle, can manage, then we are trying to do that. We have to police ourselves.
We do.
When other communities police us, it never turns out well. But when we take accountability and ownership of our communities, that's when we are at our best. So shout out to all of those people who are out there trying to make great things happen. To all of those who are interested in getting involved, pay attention to your social media platforms, all the other places. Get involved. Come out to Wear Orange on the 6th this Saturday. Wear Orange Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I'm gonna get my stock together.
The whole month of June. Wear Orange.
You said the whole month of June.
Hashtag Wear Orange. Take some selfies.
Hashtag Wear Orange. Post it. Let us know that you're out there. Jimmy Green, the TAC. That's where we're leading the effort to eliminate the tax cap. We need to do it. We're working under a 4-decade-old tax base that prevents us from really raising money that would make a tremendous difference in the things that we're doing. It's the funding mechanism to more public safety. We certainly thank you all for your time and your listenership. Ladies, I certainly appreciate you. I'm going to give you all a second to just close us out with what are your last thoughts or what's on your mind to share with our community so that they get out and they also are part of Wearing Orange.
Beat me there, don't meet me there.
Yes, for real. I'm just gonna tell you all. We're gonna use all our slogans. Enough is enough. If you see something, say something. Be in support of your community. Listen here, we cannot. We have to understand that we need supporters. We have to be supporters in this because everybody can't lead something. Everybody wants to be the leader, but understand when we get together and we support each other, we hold each other up, we hold each other accountable, we make a better difference and a bigger difference.
When leaders come together and we honor each other's opinions, thoughts, and their ideas, it's called collaboration.
Yes.
Collaboration isn't I come up with it, you do what I tell you. That's not collaboration.
That's right.
We need greater collaboration in our community. Once again, that hotline number is 888-298-1945. I want to thank you all for your time and attention today. Wear orange. Hashtag wear orange. We are saying enough. God bless you all. Take care of yourselves and each other. Grace and peace.
Amen.
You've been listening to Straight Talk with Kareem Bowen on KISS 107.1. The views and opinions expressed on this show by the host, its guest, or call-ins do not necessarily represent the opinion of this station, the staff,